back to the Raja Mangala Stadium, where despite an early lead, the host nation Thailand suffered their first defeat at the AFC Under-23 Championship in the hands of Australia, thanks to 2 goals by Nicholas D. Agostino. So Roshan, clearly the rotation strategy by Coach Graham Arnold worked.
Yeah, it did. They came away with the win with 3 points. They finished the game off the stronger side. You could see Thailand start to get fatigued. You could see that start to go into the game. The intensity dropped off. You had Supanat having to come off, Supachai as well, and then again that takes away quite a bit of quality from that front four. Supachok, to his credit, worked his socks off to try and still make something happen. But yeah, it was difficult. I mean, those 6 changes that we spoke about in the pre-match, and we touched on whether that freshness would make a difference as the game wore on, and it certainly did. And at the same time, people might ask a question of Nishino, why didn't he make those changes? I think he made the right decision. I think he made the right call. I would have gone with that same starting lineup after that performance against Bahrain. It's a very tight turnaround. He perhaps felt that maybe the squad in terms of the quality would drop off a little bit too much if he had made the changes, but Australia felt that they could afford to make those changes because of the depth that they have on the bench there. And let's remember, for quite a bit of time in that game, Thailand were actually the side on top, and they played with really good intensity. They created chances. They missed quite a few chances in the first half that I think they could have killed the game off there and then. Australia equalised against the run of play, I thought, and then in the second half that freshness came into it, and eventually they came away with 3 points.
You're right though. I mean, Thailand should not be disappointed in that performance. What are some of the positives they can bring forward though to their last game versus Iraq?
Look, I think the fact that they just need a point to go through to qualify. The fact that they showed that intensity, that pressing game, the quickness in their passing football, the rotational of positions, players willing to get themselves into good areas, their fullbacks getting forward in support of attack. Thirathon, especially down that left-hand side, I thought it was very clever what he tried to do. He actually looked up, saw that didn't have options in the box, and tried to beat Glover at the near post. Came back off the post, and Anand was on hand to put away the rebound, and that put Thailand in the lead and gave them a lot of confidence, gave them that bit of a boost. They had to ride it out a little bit, about the first 15 minutes or so, but we knew that Australia would press up high against them, try not to let them play out from the back. Then Australia's intensity started to drop. Thailand got that upper hand. So, these things are all encouraging signs for Thailand. They would have realized, they would look at it and say, these are the things we did really well. We put Australia under pressure for large parts of it, but our finishing was just lacking a little bit in this game. And I think they will feel encouraged going into that game against Iraq. What's going to be important now for me is how they manage that freshness in that final game, and that's going to be interesting to see.
Yep, and speaking of Iraq, they were in the earlier kickoff in Group A as well versus Bahrain. It ended 2-2, but props to Iraq though for coming back twice from behind when it almost looked like it could have been Bahrain's night.
Yeah, Bahrain almost looked like they were going to come away with 3 points. Marhoun with the goals for them to take the lead late on in the game. I think it was 85th or 86th minute of that match. And Iraq, just as they did against Australia, never say die, fighting all the way till the end, and coming up with a point, which could be a very important point in the group in the process of qualifying. Mohammad Qasim with getting that goal to equalise for them in the 92nd minute. But they had, again, Iran as well in the first half of that match, had chances to finish the game off. Murad Sube had a good opportunity, couldn't quite beat the goalkeeper, Bahraini goalkeeper there in that situation. But it keeps the group nice and interesting going into the final match there.
Right, so after 2 rounds of games in the Group A standings, here's how it looks like. Australia with 4 points, Thailand with 3 points, Iraq with 2, and Bahrain with 1. So like you said, Thailand just needs a draw to get on through to the knockout stages in hopes of keeping their dreams to qualify for the Olympics alive. For now, that's it from Roshan and I, and we will catch you with the next update.